Very good afternoon, one and all present in this virtual session. I again welcome you all to the second day of this online workshop on the Koha library management system. Whatever we discussed yesterday, you might have experienced or practiced in your laptop or computer. And if you have any query or question, so you can ask at the end of session, or you can ask in between also. If you want to ask, so you can directly type your question in the chat box, and in between I'll attend the query if required. So yesterday we discussed about the different aspect of library automation, and also the different uh, options available in different modules. Like we discussed about the basic parameter need to be set before we start working in Koha, and then we discussed some other, like what basic configuration we are supposed to do: creating library, creating item type, authorized value, patron category, and then we discussed about the circulation and find rule. Now we were about to discuss the catalog, and I demonstrated also that how you can prepare one catalog. So we'll continue with the same. Today we are yeah, some of the students, participants, they are asking about the video of yesterday. So please do not worry, all the videos will be shared with you all, and you need not worry about the video, you will be getting that. Uh, Regarding catalog, once again, I will just brief you so that you get an idea that how you can do the uh, prepare the catalog. So as I mentioned that cataloging has two part in Koha. One part we record the detail of bibliographic information, and the second part we record the item. So let me share my screen first. And please confirm in the chat box so that I get an idea that the screen is visible to you all. And if it is not visible, then also please let me know. I hope it is visible. Okay. Yes, it is showing that it is visible. Okay, so now okay. So as we discussed about the catalog, in that we saw that what are the main points required, and in the record part we add ISBN number, title, author, and then place of publisher, name of publisher, all the details we just mention in the catalog. And in the item part we add the detail: home, branch, library, location, price, call number, barcode, and item type. So let's see. We will prepare we will prepare again the catalog. One catalog I'll be demonstrating you so that you get an idea that what are the things we need to add. In some other case also I will discuss. So again I am going to demonstrate that to start with preparing the catalog, you have to start the framework, choose the framework. And as you can see, that there are two options for adding the catalog. First one is that you can directly add the record through new record, and the another option is that you can add the record through Z39.50 server. So I will be taking the basic one, that is adding the record through Mark framework, which is available inside the Koha itself. So here I just choose all the detail here. Okay, so up to 008 you need not add any detail, but after that you have to add the detail. Like first one, you have to add the ISBN number like this. Then you have to add the, this is the mandatory field, like transcribing agency. So you can give the transcribing agency, and then class number. For example, you have given the class number like this, and then book number. So like this one you have given. So under tab 0 you have added the information. Now I take the 100 field, which is required to add the detail of author. So I give here Misra RK, let's say this is the author name. Then I move to the second tab where I'm supposed to add the title, and this is the required field. This you cannot skip. So economics. If there is any remainder, so you can write like this: theory and practice. A statement of responsibility you can add by RK Misra and CK Puri. I have given this detail. If there is any editor associated with this author, so you can separate it by semicolon, and then you can write edited by like SM Tripathi. And don't forget to create the added entry with this name, editor, in 700. So this is RK Misra 3, 2 author, 1 editor has been added. Now the edition, so let's say this is third edition. So I write here, then 260, for example, Bangalore, name of the publisher Rails, then let's say 1987. So under tab number 2, we have added the information. Physical extent, we shall be adding the detail like this, and then dimension 27 centimeter, or if any accompanying material, like sometimes we have the glossary or CD-ROM or any supplement with the book, so you can add the detail. Then moving to the fourth one, where we are supposed to add the series statement. Then fifth one, so this information we will add. This book is for the students studying in semester 1 of BSc, BA, economics. Okay, so you have given like this. Similarly, you can give the additional note in other field also. So the basic purpose of having general note is that you give additional information about the book which you are cataloging and not able to accommodate any other in a other tab, means tag, mark tag. So here you can provide, like if there is any note, if there is any bibliography, or if there is any statement of responsibility associated with title, preface, summary, all the details you can give. So sometimes the users, they need some more information to prepare the detail. So here you see 5 I have taken. Now sixth, under 6, 650. 650 is the topical term or geographic name. So I add the detail here like economics. And if I see that if there is any extra subject which need to be added, so I can repeat this tag. So you notice here the same tag 650 has been repeated, and I can again write like this, Indian economics. Okay, so after completing this, go to 700. So in 700, as I discussed, that you need to prepare the uh, the second author entry and repeat this field because you have editor also. So you prepare Tripathi SM and then comma ed. Then 856, this is uniform resource identifier. You can give the like this, and then you choose the 900 field. Here you select the item type. So first you save here, and your first page will be saved. Okay, so after adding the detail on the first page, I shall add the detail in the second page where I'm supposed to add the home library, current library, shelving location, and then barcode. Let's say I'm adding the barcode here 10, and at that same time there is an option of adding additional copies. Suppose there are 10 or 15 copies or 2 copies, 5 copies. So whatever the number of copies, so the if all the accession number are in series, so you take the first accession number and add here, and then you enter the number of copies to be added. Just click on add, and you will notice that it creates the all accession number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So all 5 accession number have been added. Okay. Okay, so if the screen is not clear, you can increase resolution in your YouTube. From my end, I have already kept it in 720 pixel. So it shows me correctly. The screen is also clear. But if any one of you is not having the clear visibility, please increase the resolution so that it does not blur and you get the clear cut picture, means video. One more thing, that after recording, once it is over, so you will get the clear video. As I can see in my phone, it is showing correctly. Rajsri Prakash Patil, she has written that video visualization is blurred. So I request that you please, I just increase the video size so you get. Okay, so increase the resolution size so you will be getting clear visibility. And then I am increasing the font size also so that it is clear to you. Okay, now I move to again the catalog option, and in cataloging, this time I'm going to take the data from Z39.50 server. So I click on books and monographs, and here it is always suggested that you search the record through ISBN number, because if you search with the ISBN number, it will get you the record exactly what you are looking for. But if you are not searching with the ISBN number and searching with keyword, let's say I search with the keyword, so it will get all the records having the keywords classification. Okay, so please note here that always try to search the information with the ISBN number to get pinpointed information. So now it is searching from the Library of Congress server, and also it is searching in the database of National Library of France. So both the server it will search, and it will show the record. Okay, so now you see it has collected the information from both the server, and now we have to choose the information. We have to choose the detail that which one I am going to import in my catalog. So let's say I browse the record, and after getting detail, I find this one is okay for me. Let's say this one. So I simply go to this option and click on import button. Once I click on import, it asks me to automatically it has taken. So you see all the details 0000001, 005, then 008, 010, 020, then ISBN number, and then it has taken the system control number also from OCLC website, and catalog source it has taken, who has the original cataloging agency, modifying agency, all the detail it has added. Language code, it is available in Spanish as well as in English. Authentication code, and one more thing, here you have to be yes, David decimal classification as per the DDC number 22. So all these details have been automatically taken. So when you are saving the document in your Koha while preparing the catalog, make sure that you add the class number, whatever the classification scheme you are using. It will also in some cases it will also show the class number of Library of Congress call number. So that you can delete because you may not require this. So after adding this, if you are satisfied with the record, you check all the field. There is no author. There is a uniform title. You can check 200. This is the title. Then 300. Then 4. Then 5. You see it has given all the detail like this. Then 600. It will show you the subject name, the history and criticism, and then 700 it has added entry of the corporate name, and also it has the uniform title Reader's Digest. Let's see whether it is having any URL. No. And finally you need to select the item type. This is required field. If you skip this and move ahead, it will show the error. So when I complete all the detail, now I will click. Again, it is asking me to go to 00 tab and fill up the detail of 003. So see, I did not fill up this detail and it was not fetched from the Library of Congress server. So it is showing the subfield 0 not filled, and now it is filled. I click on save button. So the first screen of the record, it is saved. Now it has taken me to the next, and here I am supposed to choose the shelving location, on which day it was acquired. Then I am supposed to take the barcode and then choose the item type, and here you give the number of copy if it is 2 or 3 or whatever, or else if you have the single copy, so you can add single copy and then click on add option. So once you click on add button, notice here that it is 16 and 17 both are added. So this is the method of adding the catalog. Now I will show you the same catalog. Once you complete the data entry, sometimes we need to edit them. So I will search with the keyword and try to locate the record which I am willing to edit. So far I have added only two catalog, 700 years of classical treasures, and another record which I added, theory of library classification by Ranganathan. So let's say I need to add or edit some detail of this record which I added. So I just click on this, and when you see the record, you will get all the detail here. You find the option here, edit record and edit item. So be careful. Again I repeat, record and item both are different. So if you need to change anything in the uh, title field or any field available in the record, so there you have to be careful. You choose the record and then add the modify the detail. Okay, and once you complete, after making changes in the record, again you save it. Similarly, if you want to add modify anything in the item field, you go to item and then make changes here. So you can make changes. Sometimes we need to make changes in the call number or something is missing. Sometimes we need to change the location. So you can do from here. Okay. So I think you will not have any issue in the catalog. If you have any query or question, so you can write me at the end or in between also. So I'll be taking those questions. And now I am going to discuss with you about the patron management, because after cataloging we need to know that how we can add the patron to enable the circulation. Please notice that in order to issue any book, you have to have two things ready in your server, Koha software. One, the record of the document which you are willing to issue, and second, the record of the student who is enrolled in your library. So let's say I click on patron, and once I click on patron module, you would find here the defined category of patron, faculty and library administrator. So let's say I am creating one record of the faculty. So I need to click on faculty and it will open one form where I am supposed to provide all the detail. So I choose, let's say I create the detail. All the options are not mandatory. So the fields which you are not willing to fill, you can skip them. And also one important thing here, that you can add the address of the patron. But what I do for easy understanding, I put the address detail in the address box. I put the department name. Suppose Department of Library Science. So it shows just below the library patron roll number or whatever the ID you have assigned. Just below the card number, it shows the detail. So easily we can identify, and there are other fields also where you can provide the detail of the user. So then primary phone number, for example, I give the primary phone number, and then you don't forget to add the primary email, because this is the field required for sending the mails. And then you choose main contact method. So these are the option for contacting the user. So use this primary mail, not phone, primary email, and then you take the alternate address. Alternate address, you can fill up all the detail like permanent address, and if there is any other address like local address you can give, and then card number. Suppose I have given 2132020, and here do not fill the expiry date, because you have already created the last date for this user. So you will not find any difficulty in issuing the book. It will automatically take the expiry date of this category. Then you give the username. So username is basically the card number which you have given here. The same number we give in the username, and this will enable the user to check the detail on the OPAC. And here you give the password. So password, as you remember while creating the category, we set the password minimum 3 letters. So it should not be less than 3 letters. So I give the password here. Okay, and I confirm the password, and finally I just click on save button. Now you see it is ready. The information what I provided for this detail, it is ready with all the pre-filled detail. So as of now, this user is normal user. And please remember, any user when we prepare of the, whether it is student, faculty, they are all normal user. But there is one more provision in the Koha, that you can make the user as a privileged user. And how do you make privileged user? It is very simple. For making the privileged user, there is an option given. You can use that option for making the user as a privileged user just by clicking on the more button. So here you get set permission, and if I click on set permission, it will show me the permission, or you can say the whatever the control I want to assign to this user. From here I can set. So you see all the modules whatever available in the Koha, we can restrict the modules for the different staff. But when we are not giving all the privilege to any other staff, so in that condition, the third option, please make a note here. This option is mandatory. It is written also required for staff login. So this need to be checked first before you assign any other privilege. You have to assign this. Otherwise, if without checking this option you assign other privilege and save it, it will not allow you to log in. And if you forget the password or if you do not check this option, it will so sometimes means it won't allow you to log in, and sometimes it shows error also. So from here I have given the required for staff login. Now I want to give the permission to this staff of checkout and check-in. Then I am also giving permission to add, modify and view patron information. I am also giving the permission that the user can update the record, and then I click on save button. So once I click on save button, the user gets access to the assigned module. So how do you check? I just log out and log in with this ID which is created 2132020 and click on login button. Now you will notice that it has allowed me to access Koha but with limited option. I can create catalog, I can do circulation, but I cannot make any other changes, or I cannot access acquisition or serial or Koha administration or report part. I can get some question in the group. How we can set SMTP setting for email configuration Koha? Anurag Agrawal. Anurag ji, please wait for some time. We will discuss that email configuration. And Mr. MK Datta is asking that how can we add a new field for patron like data entry for user branch name like civil, electrical, mechanical. You can do that. You can do that. I will show you that you can add in the authorized value, or the best option what I demonstrated you, that you can enter the detail in the address. So when you enter the detail in address, that will identify दिस सॉफ्टवेयर इज वेरी डर्टी, जिससे परचेज किया वो कोई हेल्प नहीं करते. अनंत निकालजे जी, I do not want to comment on this, but as I remember, many people are working in Koha and they are always ready to help. You can drop your query in the Koha forum, or you can drop in different groups, so they will definitely help you. And especially myself, I always reply to any query which is received at my end. So I always try to help the people. But if you have any particular query, so you can raise the question here. I will try to help you. How we can add bulk patron information quickly? Bindu Suresh. Please wait. I am going to discuss one by one. Please do not worry. I will complete all the patron related issues one by one. So I have demonstrated you that how we can add the patron manually. Now other Anandji, please discuss this issue what you are mentioning in the chat box. I will suggest that you please discuss this issue with your vendor who is giving you the support, and just before you go for the final agreement, you just deal the terms and condition and make sure that whoever is providing support ensure to provide you the help whenever you are requiring any particular service, because no one can deny if you ask to sign the terms and condition before the final implementation. Okay, so okay, let us discuss the patron. So I have created one patron, and as far as the detail of the see the detail you are asking, that how we can add the, suppose I am adding one faculty and you are asking me to select the department name from the pull down. So see, these are the options where you can uh, attach the authorized value. You can create the authorized value department name and you can include it. It is possible. Just like this, the pull down menu, similarly, it will also appear here. So you can do that. And how you can do that, I will just give you one example. Oh, I am here in the normal user, so I will switch to my admin first. So for that, you go to Koha administration, and then you click on authorized value, and let's see if then any code is already defined for adding the drop down drop down. So you can see the department it is showing. So let's add one department, and I add one value to this category, and the value is, let's say I write PH. So here physics, and choose my library and click on save. Then I click on new authorized value for department. I give here the value CY, chemistry. Okay, and then I save it here. Likewise, you can add the value, and this value now we need to add in the, okay. Okay, that I will discuss that the addition of the authorized value in cataloging. I'll just demonstrate so you can understand. See, when we prepare this value for the cataloging, so in catalog we do it easily. I mean, you see, like I'm searching this books and monograph. So, for example, I have to add any value for, let's say I'm adding the department name. For example, I take it, or language I'm taking. which I have already taken, I think 952 location. So I just opened the edit subfield, and you see here 952Y. So item type. So we have added the item type here, authorized value item type, which was created in the uh, authorized value. Similarly, if you see your department, it will be showing here. You see department. So if I choose department, it will automatically pull the data of the department in my the value item type value. But I'm not going to change. I'm just demonstrating you that how you can add the value of department in the patron field. So the process is very similar. You have to attach the authorized value to that field. So I will demonstrate for patron also. So from there directly you can pull down uh, the the value which already you have created. Okay, so when we create the patron, then we can add that value. So now I'm coming to this. Yeah, we were discussing the patron. Okay, so so far we have discussed the category, two category, one faculty and administrator. Likewise, you can create other category also. We created means patron, one patron, and discuss that how the normal user is created. Similarly, we can also make the same user as a privileged user by giving the permission. I'm getting one query from Mr. Pandian. See, it is very migration is very common. You can say people are keep asking. So I will show that how you can migrate the data, especially when you deal with the Koha. So only means you have to follow some mechanism, and that process is whatever the data you are having, whether you are having using Sol, Lipsys, or any other software, whatever the software you are using, first try to export the data in either in Mark file or in make the data ready in Excel file, so that the Excel file can be converted in Excel file can be converted into Mark, and that Mark file can be imported in Koha. So that I will be taking first. Let me finish the circulation, and after that I'll discuss that how you can migrate the data. So this is the process of adding the record like this. And now the another method, that bulk import, which you can do through Excel file. Bulk import you can do through Excel file, and for that you need to go to tools, and there is an option import patron. You see there is an option of import patron, so you click on import patron, and when you click on import patron you will find the one CSV file which is already ready, or you can say as a sample it is uploaded on the Koha. So you download that CSV file. Once you download this CSV file, you open this and fill up the detail in the required column. You see, I have opened this Excel file and I am supposed to fill up all the detail. You see card numbers are name, first name, middle name. So for making it more easy, what I do, I simply select the unwanted column and delete it from the same file. Like I don't want city, zip code, I delete it. So that it minimizes my work, and I delete all this column also. If I don't want to add address or anything, I simply choose the field which I need. So I delete all. See, I'm deleting because this I can set in the, I delete all. So I'll tell you what are the columns you are supposed to keep, and rest all you can delete. User ID I will be keeping, and all other I'm not going to keep. I will simply delete. So now you see I have only 7 columns left with me. Card number, surname, address, true, email and phone, and user ID. So let's see, I add the value, then surname. So better you give the full name here. Address, physics, Department of Physics. Let's say I have given Department of Physics. Then if there is any another address you give, I add the mail ID here. If you want to add the phone number, and then you just give the user ID. So card number and user ID, you have to fill it very carefully. It should be same, otherwise the student will find difficult to log in the this one, opaque. So you fill up all the detail, means whatever the detail you have, or different 10, 15, whatever the record, and make sure that select the complete Excel sheet, right click, and you click here format cell, and there will be one option text. If you are doing it in MS Office, so there also you have to follow the same, and click OK. So what it will do, if there is any special character, or it will convert all the text into text, so it will not show any error. Okay, now I'm taking another user. For example, I take PK Sharma, Department of Physics. Okay, and then I give here any name, any phone number, and then I don't forget to keep the correct name. And likewise, I simply let me add 10, 15 record like this. So you see from 21, 22, it has taken the wrong number. Let's select and see what it is doing. It is taking 2 to record. It should not do that. Anyway, I'll delete unwanted one. Okay, so I have taken the 5 record, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and I can change the name so that we can identify easily. Okay, I have given this, and now I just save this file. I save it as a use text CSV format only, and then I'll close this. Now I will upload this browse, click on browse, and then I will select the file patron import which I have recently saved, and upload this. So patron underscore import .csv. Then next, that is the enter default value. Please do not forget to set it or configure it, otherwise your value will not appear properly. So I select this, I choose the library, I choose the category, in which category I am going to take the data, and then here you have to give the password. Don't forget to give the default password, because this password will enable the users. Suppose I have given LIBRARY. Library is the common password, or you can give the number also so that they will remember it easily. And you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to give the registration date, expiry date, because all will be taken as per your patron category date you have already set. So nothing, no other field you have to give. But if there is any field which you need that all the fields should be given, so you can give. Or one more thing, someone was asking that how we can give the department name. So this option you can use. You can prepare the Excel file, and in Excel file you can add the detail in the address, and there you can give department detail, and it will get imported when you import the data. So after adding all the default value, I do not change anything. I simply click on import. So you see it has imported 5 records. Okay, now let's go and see whether it is coming or not. So I take first one which I added, 2132022. So if the record is properly added, now you see it is showing Department of Physics, the phone number, and then email ID, and the detail, everything is showing perfectly. Okay, so this way you can update the record. This way you can update the record, import the record of the bulk user. And some of you might be thinking that how we can upload the image. So that also is possible. You just go to Koha administration, and first you need to enable the image uploading. So I give image in the global system preference and find out the image preference which is enabled in the for the, you see, I will enable you patron image should be shown, and this is the patron preference. So whatever the changes you are making, please don't forget to save. And here also I just choose patron image, so it is by default set do not allow, so I'll change it to allow and save all patron. So now if I go and search the user, suppose I search the user here. So you notice that one box is added to add the photo. So one method is that you can choose add option, and directly you can take from the if you have already the image, or you can take the photo also. Suppose I am using the camera, so I directly upload from here. So it has taken the photo from web camera and uploaded the photo directly from the computer. And next option is what, this is the one option which I have demonstrated. The other option that you can make file ready. See, we added 4-5 record. So you need to all the image you are adding should have the roll number, same roll number. The picture name should be named with the roll number. So let's download some of the image. I download this picture, let's say this, and I name it as a 2132023. So I take it at desktop and I create one folder here. I create one folder, Patron, and I will keep this image here. So one image I have taken, I take another picture, and this picture name I am giving 2132024. Then I am giving okay, and I save it. So let's say I have taken 3 pictures, and now I minimize the, so my folder is here. There are 3 images, and I have to use this image for uploading the pictures. The first thing, you have to create one text file. And the text file, how do you create? You can directly open the terminal. If you are doing in this one, if you are doing in Linux, otherwise if you are doing through Microsoft Windows, so directly you can open the notepad and there you can make the file ready. So I enter sudo su and enter the password. Here I use gedit and I will give the file name idlink.txt. And now you see it has opened. So here I give the roll number first, 2132022, and then tab, and I give the picture name 2132022.jpeg. Likewise, I'll give all the roll number and then tab, then picture with extension. Please do not forget to give extension, otherwise it will not take the image. Whatever image you have downloaded, it should be named with the same roll number which you are going to upload. And if there is any error in extension, so it will not upload. And especially it happens when you upload the data in bulk. So I have I created the file in the library. So this I need to copy from this this place to Patron. So I have copied from this place. In Linux, I will not advise to do this because you will find very difficult to create the file and make it. Now I select all this file which I created and the image. I select all, right click and convert this all file and image in the zip file. So I compress and I give the name Patron and then create. Now this zip file which I have created, I need to upload. I need to upload here. So how do I go? I go to tools, and at the bottom you will find this option, upload Patron images. I click on this, and I choose the zip file which I just created, patron.zip, and then upload. And now you see it is showing the message imported successfully. So if I open this card number, it will take the image to the particular roll number you see here. If I take the another number, it will take the image. So you can do it in bulk, especially when we do in our institute. So we get the like BTech student, there are 1100 student. So we collect the detail from the academic office and we upload the record directly to the software in this way. So it saves our lot of time and energy to make the work easy, and in one go all the detail is uploaded. But one practical issue I will suggest not to do, because you might not have experience. See, if you have more data like 1000 or more than 1000, so better you split the file in small files, like 250 records in one file, and then upload. So why I'm saying, because if you upload in bulk where you have more than 1000 file, so it may log out, or sometimes it does not get uploaded in one go. So if you make the file size uh, small, 250 users in one file, and rest all files have the equal number of patrons, so in that case your work will become easy. Only you will have to create multiple file and convert them into zip file, but that will save your time, and also you will find the data, accurate data. So that way you can do. Okay, so yeah, we have completed the patron import successfully, and now we will move to the next option, and that is circulation. Now we will move to circulation. So as I mentioned that to start circulation, we have to have the book records and patron records ready. So I created the catalog and I created few members. So we will see that how we can start the circulation. And circulation is very easy. Circulation is very easy. When you can see, when you log in, on the top you see there is a checkout but option. So here I am supposed to enter the roll number. So let's say 2132021. This is the roll number which I have given. It will open the record of that member. And I only am supposed to enter the barcode. So barcode number is 1. I hit enter and it will issue me the record. Now you see this record is issued to this user, and the return date has automatically taken 29th of March 2024. Why? Because this category has been given 180 days. So it has calculated the number of days and it has issued the books accordingly. And the due date is this. If the book is to be returned, suppose user comes to return the book. So there you don't require the username. You simply select the check-in and enter the access number and hit enter. So the book will automatically get returned without roll number, and it will show the roll number also on the when it is returned. So if you want to see the user detail, simply click on AK Tripat, means the user number, and it will show that Bertrand has nothing checkout. But if you want to see his history, circulation history, so you click on circulation history, and it will show that how many books he has taken so far. So this user has taken only one book so far. Likewise, if he has taken more number of books, it will show all the records here. And one more very important thing which I want to show, that everywhere you will find this option, column setting. This option will allow you whatever the headings you are seeing here: date, title, author, call number, volume, all these. So all, if you don't want any number of any column, you can hide from here. Like I don't want volume information, I don't want let's say checked out from, I don't want call number. So you can see only the required information available on the screen. Similarly, you can, for any user, if you want to export the data in the different format, so you can take the data in the Excel or CSV or copy it, or you can even print it. So your printing will appear like this. Sometimes the user asks that you please give me the detail how many books I am having. So in that case, you can export and send it. And also you can configure the table. See, each circulation or each process has the different table which you can modify. So all these, you see, it is given here. If you don't want anything, so you can check or uncheck from the checkout history table. So it will not show in your circulation record when you issue and return the book. Okay, so circulation means issue, return, all these are very easy. It is not a big task, but there are some more things in circulation. Like you can allow you students to hold the book. I'll show you one example. Let's say I issue one book to this user. Okay, this user detail is open. I issue one record. I issue one record, let's say 10 number. So see, this book is issued. Now, what I want to show you, the user comes to library in search of this book, Economic Theory and Practice, and want to place hold. So how one user can do, there are two ways. One way is that user can directly search this book in the OPAC, and from there user can directly take the means reserve the book. If the book is issued, he can directly place the hold. Or else user comes to library and asks for placing the hold. Suppose you come to know that this book is issued to this user. So You can open the record of this user, and there is an option. So I search here economics, but before that, I will log out and I'll search the book Economics Theory and Practice. See, there are five number of copies, but one is issued and four copies are available. So there is one option that if the number of copies are more, so you need not to place hold. But if I find that no, there is only one copy and I am interested to reserve this book. So what I can do here, I can click on place hold. If I click on place hold, it will ask me to log in. So suppose I enter the login ID and password, which is given by the library, then it will show me placing a reservation for this book. Please confirm. So if I click on confirm reservation, it will reserve the book. And one more option that see that hold not needed after. Suppose you want this book within day, means by tomorrow. If this book is not available by tomorrow, you can say that, you can mention that date. If I get the book after 2nd of October, then I don't require. So you see hold not required after this date, and then if you confirm, so after 2nd of October, if the book is coming to library, then it will automatically cancel your reservation because you have already given the permission to library that I don't require the book after 2nd of October. And now you see the user detail. This user has reserved this book, which is placed on 1st of October and will expire on 2nd of October. And I will just log out. I searched as a user, placed the hold, and I go home. Now it will come to the library. If I open, a detail of this user, I mentioned wrong. 2132022. See, so this book is issued to this user. If I open the detail of this user who has placed the hold, it will show the record in his hold that he has placed the reservation. I'll show you why I'm showing this. Perhaps 2 4 I have taken. No, this only. See, it is showing in hold that this user has placed the reservation for this book and it will expire on 2nd of October. If you want to cancel marked hold, so you can give the reason that why your reservation is cancelled, or you can suspend it, or so when the book is returned, you see the magic, it automatically warns to circulation staff that this book is reserved by someone, hold reserved by KP Sharma. So you can confirm the reservation here, or you can print the slip and confirm. So once you confirm, his reservation is confirmed and one mail will go to this user that your book is ready, available in the library. You come and take from library. So this way we can generate, so we can allow the users to reserve the book. Okay, so we have seen that how we can place hold. Now we shall discuss about the report option, how we can generate the different reports. So to generate the different reports, you need to know that how you can develop the report. And when we talk about Koha has inbuilt mechanism for generating the report. The reason is that it supports, or it uses MySQL database, and all the tables and fields whatever is being used in this software, their schema and all details are available. So it is easy for the Koha users to generate the report easily. So let me show you that how you can generate the report using the Koha. So to generate the report, first you need to go to report module, and you will see here there is an option Koha report library. This is the website which I am going to open in the other tab. This is the website which has inbuilt, or you can say ready-made reports available, and you can download the report and configure it in your Koha server. So you can see on the top, for circulation, there is a separate, you can say, page, SQL report circulation. So from here you can see these are the name of the reports, and if you click any of them, let's say I want to see that checkout by circulation transaction in date range or on a particular date, you can generate the report here. So let's say first one I am going to generate, that is all checkout books. So all checkout books, just copy this. I copy the code, go to report and click on create from SQL. Please see here, there is an option create from SQL, and I paste the SQL here, and I just take the all checkout books here. I choose the module and click on all checkout books, and then I save the report. So when I save the report, I can run this anytime. Once it is saved, it remains in saved report option. Under the save report option, if you click, you will find all the report which you have saved for future use. So you can choose anytime and you can run. So all checked out books. So I select this and click on run button. So if any book is issued, it will show the detail of the user to the in the file, but we have not issued any book to any user, so it is showing 0 record. Let us see, I issue one book to this user, and I issue this 11 number books to this user. Similarly, I open this user and issue 13 number book, accession number 13. Okay, so now let us generate the report. So I go to report option and click on use saved, and run this report. So when I run the report, now you can notice that this is the report: date, due, surname, first name, phone, email, title, author, call number, barcode, location, and it will generate the report in tabular format. You can download it in the Excel file or text file or CSV file. This will generate the report as per your requirement. So this is the easiest method for generating the report. You download the report syntax, and once you download, it will show the means SQL syntax. Copy it and finally save it into your report module of Koha, and there you can run it anytime to generate the report. There is another method. This is one method where we get ready-made report on different. Suppose I want to take date wise. Sometimes we have to generate the list of books issued in the range of dates. So what I can do, I generate, save the SQL syntax here, and copy, paste it. I can group it in the circulation, and then I save the report. So once I save the report, and when I run it, it will ask me to confirm the date. Between two dates, you can generate the report. So let's say I'm generating the report today. So in Koha, you need to follow one format. Suppose you are giving the date from this date, so always you are supposed to give the next day for generating the report of the first day. Otherwise, it may not fill the record. Let me show you. If I generate between 1 to 1, it may not generate the report, and it will not give you the any output. Why? Because it does not consider the full day. In that case, you have to give the next day, and then it considers that the 1st of October ends at 12 midnight, and total number of books so far issued on 1st of October 2. And it will also give you the card number, the username, title, author, and accession number, due date, issue date. So this way you can generate the date wise list of checkout books. Now let us discuss some other report which you can prepare. See, this is one option where you can generate the different report for which syntax is already available. But sometimes you do not get the report here, and you need to generate the report syntax your own. So there are two ways. First, that you see the Koha database schema, and if you have the knowledge about MySQL, so you can use this schema, and accordingly you can, suppose I'm opening one table, borrower file. So you can see that what are the fields available for borrower it is giving. So accordingly you can generate the syntax and generate the report. This is one method, but here it requires depth knowledge of MySQL. This is means you should have the knowledge about the MySQL syntax for writing the code based on the tables available in the Koha database schema. But if you are not able to write the report, in that case you go for guided report wizard, and here in the new report you click on new guided report. In the guided report, it will ask you to follow step 1 to step 6, and these steps will automatically generate the syntax of the MySQL. So you can choose any module whichever you like, circulation, and then you click on next. Then you click on next. In the third step, you need to choose the field which you would like to have in your report. Let's say I want borrower card number, so I will add it. I want borrower surname, I will add it. Then I want primary email, I will add it. Then I require some other detail. Let's say I want the accession number of the book. I also want the price of the book. And then means you just go through all the tables, all the options available, and whatever the information you want to add in your the report, you can add it from here. And finally click on next. And you need to select the criteria on which you have to generate the report. So I take library because I want to generate the report for this library, and then click on next button. You see here I click on next button. So it takes me to the fifth step. I will leave it blank, and then in the sixth step also I'm not going to make any changes. I click on finish. Once I click on finish button, you see here it has generated the syntax automatically. I did not do anything, only I have given the fields which are the part of circulation and available in the Koha database schema. And this need to be saved to run. I just click on next. It will ask me to save with some name. So I give here one name to this syntax. Let's say circulation report test, and I choose the module and click on save. Finally, here I need to run this report to get the detail. Now you see the card number, the surname, email, barcode. So this is showing that the report which you wanted from this syntax. So it has generated the detail from the report. Okay, so this way you can generate the report for, let's say, I will show you the module. You can generate the report for catalog, you can generate the report for patron, acquisition, account, serial, all these. So this is the method for generating the report for circulation, but you can also generate the report for other modules. So this report module I have discussed in common. You can generate the report for any module from here. You have to come here, open the report, select the desired report if it is available in the Koha report library, or else you can generate it through Koha report wizard, and then you can run the report. So this is the method. And now suppose here you have done everything. So to run the report, you need to go to report. You click on use saved, and then you click on run report. So it will generate the report as per your requirement. Now let me show you. Now we are going to start the other module, and that is the acquisition module. See, I will cover all the options, please do not worry. But some of you have raised the query that how we can migrate the data from Koha to means Excel file or other software to Koha. So for that, we will require the software MarkEdit. I just open the page of MarkEdit, and I show you that installing MarkEdit in Ubuntu, it takes a little time. So I am not going to download and install it. However, I will show the method for installing the MarkEdit uh, in Linux, and then you can try. But I will prefer showing this detail tomorrow, because I have to switch to window version, and then I have to show to you. Because what happens if I start installing MarkEdit here, it may take and kill your time. So I prefer not to do this right now. So I just close this, and but I assure that tomorrow I will show you. To save the time, I proceed with the acquisition. So let's start the discussion about the acquisition. Yes, in the acquisition module, just a minute. In the acquisition module, when we discuss the let us take the example of Indian scenario. See, in India, when we talk about acquisition, all the professionals they understand that acquisition means book purchase only. But in Koha, it does not understand the meaning of acquisition as book purchase. It understand the meaning of acquisition means to acquire the document or any equipment. It means you are purchasing the item, whether it is in book format or in any equipment format. So in Indian scenario, I write here Indian scenario. Why? Because other country they use PDF, that is patron driven acquisition. So in patron driven acquisition, whatever they require, they purchase, and their method of purchase is different. Here in Indian scenario, the procedure starts from the recommendation. Means we receive the recommendation from departments, and here if we do the duplicate checking, if the book is not available, then If book is not available, then we proceed for purchase. But if the book is available in the library, then we return the recommendation or inform the faculty or authorized user. If they say no, you have to purchase it. So in that condition, first condition, if the book is not available, then we prepare the list of books or items, whatever we want to purchase, and send for approval. The financial authority, whoever is authority authorized for approving the list. So here, when we send for approval, it is approved, and once it is approved, we start the process. So the understanding means after approval, we generate the purchase order, send to authorized vendor, receive the books, process the books with invoice, process the invoice, and accession the book, and finally make the payment. So this is the complete process. But when we do it in Koha, please understand, when we do it in Koha, it has 3 steps. Step number 1, it starts right from searching the vendor, because once you get the approval here, after that you will be generate the purchase order and send to authorized vendor. Means up to here you have to do the work manually. Whatever the purchase you are ensuring, you have to get the approval, or in many cases by default it is approved when you receive their recommendation from authorized user or department. So in that case, if you get the approval or auto approved, so we prepare the list of all those books which we are to purchase. So first step in Koha starts directly with searching the vendor. It means Koha understand by this time you have made your decision that whom you are going to place the order. So we search the vendor. If we do this vendor preparation or adding the vendor, we do it in the beginning itself. If it is not available, if the vendor name is not available in Koha, we means create the vendor in Koha. This is okay. After searching the vendor, we create the basket. Then add the title. The title means how many books you are going to purchase. Basket means here, create the basket means purchase order. Add the title and then close the purchase order. Means after adding the title, we close the basket in Koha, because Koha understand that once you send the order to vendor, it should be closed. So the first step is over. Now the second step is step number 2. It starts from the search the vendor again. Why? Because up to first step, Koha understands that the time given to vendor, the book will come after 30 days. Let's say Indian edition book, you have placed the order, so it will come after 30 days. Let's say book arrives after 30 days. So what you will do, again you will open Koha, search the vendor, and after searching, once you search the vendor, it will show your PO detail, basket number or purchase order, PO. So you click on receive shipment because Koha understand that you have got the book and now you are going to receive the book in software. So when you click on receive shipment, it will ask you to add the invoice number. And how do you add the invoice number? Once you receive the book, you get the invoice also with the book. By seeing the invoice, just enter the invoice number, then click on next, move to next window, and here it will show the purchase, PO and titles. Now receive the books. Just click on receive option, and it will open another window having two, or you can say having two options. One is catalog and second one is the accounting. So in catalog we add the item details like location, barcode, I mean accession number, and item type. In the accounting detail, we match the price of the book with invoice, and once it is done, we save the invoice. Click on save button. Finally, when you click on save button, it will ask you to click on finish button. So once you click on finish button, your second step is over. It means third step means you send the, after finishing, you send the invoice for payment to account section. Okay. Now you have sent the payment detail to account section. They will make the payment. So after 7 days, let's say after 10 days, the account section will send the payment update to library about the date on which bill has been paid or payment has been done. So step 3 starts again. Once they update, search the vendor in Koha, search the invoice because by now you have processed the invoice, enter the billing date and close the invoice. So your this 3 steps completed. You see, these are the 3 steps you are supposed to complete if you are going to process the the book detail in Koha. You are going to process the detail through Koha. First step, second step, and third step. Let's practice the same thing in Koha. But one more thing I forgot to mention. But before starting acquisition, you have to do some exercise in Koha. What are the exercises you are supposed to do? First exercise, you have to do some basic settings in acquisition. And what are that? First, you have to create the library budget. And in India, your library budget starts from 1st April, let's say this year, to 31st March 2024. Second, allocate the fund to budget. This may have department wise, or you can allocate item type wise. Let's say books, and you want to take periodicals or any other item. Third, you have to create the currency, in which currency you will deal. And the fourth one, you have to set the item. You have set the you can say value in Koha administration. This is very important in acquisition, to receive the item, to create the item at the time of receiving books or order. And this is very important. Many people or many professionals, they make the mistake here only. I will show you. If you do not do item, means you have to create the item, means you have to generate the accession number when you receive the order. You do not generate the accession number at the time of sending the purchase order. So this setting, by default, it is placing the order, which you need to change creating item at the time of receiving order. Otherwise, always it will show to add the accession number when you are placing the order in Koha. And now let us see in Koha how we do it. So I just go to Koha administration first. Why? Because I have to do some basic setting in acquisition in Koha. So first I move to Koha administration, and I just move my cursor at the bottom of this page where I will see this acquisition parameter and click on create currency. I click on create currency. I can see some of the default currency already set here. So I'm not going to use this. I will click new currency. And in the currency, please make sure that you do not leave any space in between. Like many people, they do like this. Indian rupees. Don't do like this. If you keep any space in between, it is going to give you error. So better you keep the code very small, like INR, rate 1 rupees. And if you want to use any symbol, like say I use RS, so simply keep it, or you can copy it from internet, or if you have rupees font, you enable it, and then make it currency active and click on submit. So now you notice that this currency has been activated. And second, what we have to do, the creating the budget. After currency, create the budget. You click on create budget. Now click on new budget. Now click on start date. So in start date, you click on April 1st up to next year March 31st. And then description, you can add the detail like this: library budget and how much amount. Let's say I have been given 10 lakhs rupees, or whatever the amount you have been given on paper, you add the value here and then make this budget active. Do not lock it. If you lock the budget, it will consider that this budget has already been utilized, and in no case it will process your accounting detail. So make this budget active and now click on save button. So once you click on save button, you notice that the budget is created. And after creating this budget, you see the action button given at the end of row, where you click on add fund. So when I open the add fund option, it shows to create the fund code. It means it is asking that how you are going to utilize your budget. So let's say I am giving BKS for book purchase, and in this I am going to allocate 5 lakh rupees. I'll be using 5 lakhs to purchase the book. And for which library I am going to use this? Central library. And I'm not going to restrict this budget for any user. Anyone having access to acquisition can process the acquisition module. And I'm not going to use the statistics. This is coming from the authorized value. So please, you do not do anything here right now. We will see if time permits, I will show you. Otherwise, you can generate the statistics from different method and then click on submit. So I have created one library fund under library budget. So see, it has created one library budget fund to this budget. Again, you go to new and new fund for library budget. Here you define the fund code PER, periodicals, and then you add the fund. And then you restrict the library, click on submit. And notice here that your two budgets are created. 5 lakhs and 10 lakh have been used. So our work is over here. Is creating the budget, creating the currency, and creating the fund. Now let us go to Koha administration again. In the Koha administration, go to global system preferences and in global system preferences, click on acquisition. In the acquisition, I was talking about this setting: create item not at the time of placing an order, create item at the time of receiving an order. Okay, so we will assign the accession number when we receive the book. Then also you can enable the acquisition file to upload or attach the invoice to your processing while processing the invoice. And rest of the things, let it be as it is. Now click on save all acquisition preference. So our this acquisition setting is done. Now click on home button, click on acquisition, and now our work starts. So you see, as I explained in the file, you see the first step is searching the vendor, then creating PO, then adding the title and closing. The four steps are this in this step one. So I am searching, let's say, capital books and hit enter. When I hit enter, I do not find any vendor because I did not create any vendor, and I need to create one vendor here. So I click on new vendor and I mention the name like Capital Books Private Limited. You can give the address, you can give the website, and also if you have the account number you can give. Always remember to start the website with HTTP. You can give the detail, and then if there is any fixed amount for this vendor, so you can give like this. Delivery time from this vendor, let's say I have given 30 days. Click on save button. Okay, so Capital Books Private Limited I have created. So let's say I am going to start the first step where I have searched this Capital Books Private Limited. Now I am going to add the create the purchase order. So I click on basket. Basket means, when I say basket, please understand it as a purchase order. Now I create the purchase order here. So I give the purchase order like CB01. Let's say I have given the purchase order, and this purchase order you are supposed to create manually because it does not generate the PO automatic. So you need to have one separate register of the different, I mean vendor wise, the pages in the register vendor wise, and make sure that you add the order number in register so that in future you can get the detail easily. And then you see now the create item automatic, it is coming at the time of receiving an order, you will be creating the item. So if you change it to placing order or at cataloging the record, so it will create problems. So better let it be receiving an order and then click on save. So my purchase order is created, but so far I have not added any title to it. Now you see my purchase order with the name CB01 is created for this vendor, and I have to click on add to basket here. So when I click on add to basket, it gives me an option to choose the option to enter the record. So I always prefer enter the record from a new empty record because I can type the record as per my understanding. There are many other methods, like you can take the existing order if it is there, or you can take it from G39.50 protocol copy catalog, or you can import the mark file. These days what vendor does, they prepare the mark file of the list of books in of their catalog and share the mark file to you. You can import and keep in reservoir. While placing the order, you can pick the particular title or choose the title from them there and you can order. But I do not suggest to proceed in this way because it does not have many fields to enter. It has only 3-4 fields to enter, which does not take much time. So I always suggest and prefer entering the record through empty record. So let's click on empty record. And when I click on empty record, you see it is asking me to enter the catalog detail. So let's say I have added the library cataloging Ranganathan, S.R, publisher Vikas, edition second, publication year like this. If the ISBN number is known, then how many copies you are going to order? Let's say I have ordered 2 copies. Which fund you are going to utilize to purchase the book? Let's say I have taken book purchase. And now, what is the list price? What is the vendor price? Let's say I have given 250 rupees. So you see automatic it is calculating the 25% discount, because while creating this vendor we have already set the discount and it is calculating the total amount here. And you can also choose the estimated delivery date as per your purchase order. So let's say we are giving the order on 1st October. So we will be expecting to reach it by 1st of November, and then click on save. So you have clicked on save button. Once you click on save button, you have completed your order successfully. You can send mail to the vendor, and after sending mail, close the basket. Finally, click on S close. So once I click the close basket, my work is over. My work is over means first step is over. I go home and my work will start when the book arrives after 30 days. Let's say I have given here that book will arrive after 30 days. So my next step will start after 30 days, or within, means whenever I receive the book. So let's say I come to library after when next day, and book is kept on my table. I receive the book, and by seeing the invoice I come to know that this book is of this vendor. So I go to acquisition again, and here I choose the vendor name. Here when I open the vendor name, it shows me the list of all purchase order. So it is showing CB01. I click on receive shipment. As per, means as we have already discussed, search the vendor, then receive shipment, and then we have to enter the invoice number. So first I click on receive shipment. When I click on receive shipment, it is asking me to enter the invoice number. Why? Because you might have received the invoice with the book. So I mention here order 01. Suppose this is my invoice, or you can enter it as a capital 01, and then click on next. So you see when I click on next, it will show me the PO and other detail. So let me show you. When I enter the invoice number, it will show me the purchase order and also the title added. You see, this is my purchase order. This is the title which I ordered. Number of copies 2, and this was the list price. After discount, this was the cost. So now I have to click on the receive button. You see there is a receive button. I click on receive. So when I click on receive, I am supposed to enter the catalog detail and accounting detail. So in catalog detail, you see right side, you see I have to receive 2 copies. So I ordered 2 copies, so I have to receive 2 copies. So in cataloging detail, you see this is the item detail which I am supposed to fill at the time of receiving or accessing. So shelving location I have given general stack, on which day this book has been acquired, and then I give the barcode number here. Let's say I have given 100 or 17, and then I choose the item type and then click on add item. So now you notice out of two books, one copy I have received here. Okay. Now again I go to, because this is not completed, unless I complete this two number matches with the quantity received, this page will not move, cataloging detail will not go off. So I again choose the barcode, and here I enter 18, next accessor number, choose the item type and click on add item. So now you see both the title, quantity and ordered and received number is matching. The price also the same in as per the invoice it is appearing. If I am satisfied with the content available on this page, I click on save button. So once I click on save button, I think there is a some problem with this accession number. Let's take 30. And okay, so once you receive, means save button, both the books have been received, and now I click on finish receiving. So once I click on finish receiving, my second step is over. You see it is showing me the amount, title, author, number of copies, and the amount which is deducted from my source. After doing this, after completing this, I send the invoice for payment to account section. So once again I close this, I go home, and I send the invoice for payment. After 7 days, suppose they make payment, and you come library, you get the invoice, means payment detail. You see the vendor name, again you search the vendor, open it, and then you search the invoice. At the left side you search the invoice. So you will notice that your invoice is still open, it is not closed. It means you are not added or you have not entered the billing date. You see there is no billing date here. So I open this invoice, and based on the detail which I received from live account section, I add the billing date and click on close button. You see here close button, and then save. Finally, this invoice has been closed. Now you see the status is showing 1st of October 2023, it is closed. So this is the complete step for following the acquisition in Koha. This is the complete step. And if you search the book, if you search the book, you see whatever the book we added just now, it has been saved with the two accession number 18 and 30, and the title, author, everything. Now after processing this, you can send this book to cataloging section. They will open this title and fill up all other details they will complete the cataloger will complete the detail in Koha. So this way you can complete the Koha, means acquisition. And similarly, suppose you want to generate the report, so you can go to uh, Koha report library. You find the acquisition detail. I just see here. Uh, you see, we need to locate the acquisition. Yeah, I got acquisition report. So you can generate, let's say you want to generate all orders. So I select this, I go to reports, click on create from SQL. You click on here, you write all orders and choose acquisition. You enter here all orders and then click on save report and then run the report. There is some problem with the database because this report was created long back. So it is showing that it is unknown column bi.markxml in field. So you can edit it if you have knowledge about this in SQL syntax. Better you remove that field mark XML. Okay, so this field you can better you skip this. So it will not have any problem. I just generate the update SQL and then run the report. Now you see it is showing one order because so far we have generated only one order. Capital Books Private Limited CB01 110 and then the amount total number of quantity to book purchase. You see here. So this way you can generate the report. This way you can uh, manage your acquisition with Koha. You see here, if you open the acquisition, now you can see the funding 375 rupees has been deducted out of 5 lakhs from the book fund, and total remaining budget is 4,99,625. So uh, this is the process for generating the acquisition record and processing the invoice. So this means in Koha you can do the acquisition very smoothly. This is a very good feature given in the acquisition. And let us take one more record. So if I want to place order for another book, I'm taking one more example. With the same vendor. I'm not going to add any other vendor. I'm going to just add the same vendor and I will be adding basket. I will add the purchase order to and then click save. Here I add to basket. I take the empty record and again I add the title like library management, author Krishna Kumar, publisher Vikas, third edition. Let's say this and number of copies. I just want to show you that I am placing the order for 2 copies and I will be showing the problem with the part supply. Many libraries they face this problem because the vendors say that they have not having the stock or book is out of print or sometimes the publisher is not having the copy like that. So they say that 1 copy we have already in stock and 1 copy we are going to send you. We will send you after some time. So I just want to show you that how you can manage the part supply in Koha because when you send the invoice for payment, your account section may not agree for part payment. So they want that you complete the supply and then make the payment. So you accordingly, I will show you that if you are receiving two number of copies on two different invoices, two different date with two different invoices. So how you are going to deal that? So let's say list price is 500 and 25% discount and you are expecting this book to arrive on 1st of November and then click on save. So once you click on save, your order is generated. Now you click on close basket. Now close this. So my order is sent. Now book has come after 30 days. So I click on receive shipment. When I receive shipment, I generate the invoice here. I click on next button. And then when I click on next button, it will show me the order number and the title which I have already received. So we placed the order for 2 copies. So let's click on receive button. And you see here, it is asking me to receive 2 buttons. So I'm going to just select this selling location, date acquired to, I mean, suppose 1st of October, and then barcode, I am giving 31 here and choose the item type and I click on add item. But vendor says that I am not able to supply the second book. I am supplying the first book here. I will give you the second copy after 10-15 days. So when the quantity and receiving is different, nothing to worry. You simply click on save button. You simply click on save button and you finish receiving also. You see, I just out of 2 I have received only 1. So accordingly the budget has been deducted, fund has amount has been deducted from the fund. And one more thing you will notice that one order is still to receive because I have received only 1 here and 1 is still to receive. So nothing to worry. I click on finish receiving. 1 copy I have received, I have invoice processed and I keep it safely. I'm not going to close this invoice. After 10-15 days, again the vendor sends the second copy of the order title. So I open this capital books. I click on receive shipment. You see it is showing the order number, same order number, and one is expected, one already received, one is expected. So this time the vendor might have sent the another invoice. So I give order or capital 0201, or uh, you can give any significant means as per the invoice or the same invoice what is mentioned in the invoice, and then you click on next. And then when you add the invoice, it will show the order and number of copies. Here, so you click on receive, and you just give the accession number here. You choose the location, and then you give the accession number here and choose the item type, add item. Finally, click on save. So once you click on save, now you see the second copy also you have received, and there is nothing pending in this order. Okay. After this, I click on finish receiving. After this, I click on finish receiving. Now the second invoice also I have received and processed. Now the next what you have to do, you have to send it for payment. But before sending for payment, you just go to acquisition and merge both the invoice. Here you open the vendor, because by now you have processed both the invoices. So you open the invoice and see capital 2 and capital 2A. You can select both the invoice and you can merge. So it will ask you which invoice you are keeping it as a base invoice. So whatever the vendor has sent you, make it a base invoice, and finally you send it for making the payment. Now you see both the invoice have been merged, and accordingly the amount 750 is supposed to be deducted, which is deducted also from your Koha database. Koha, after making the payment, when they update you, you can put the date here that the payment has been made on this day and close the invoice. So this way you can deal with the part supply. Now you see your amount has been paid and the amount has been deducted from the fund. Now if I go to report and generate the report, you see if I go to acquisition and I generate the report, okay, so you see here that it has generated the total number of order you have sent and also the quantity you have received against the order number. So this way you can manage your part supply in acquisition. Okay, so we have so far finished many things. We have finished cataloging, we have finished circulation, we have finished patron creation, bulk import of patron, and then we have finished the acquisition. So for today, I will be ending up the session here, and because tomorrow we shall discuss the rest of the options available in Koha. Meantime, I will request all of you to please see the video and revise it. If you have any query or question or anything, so please make a note of it. And tomorrow, when we again assemble uh, at 5:30, so we will discuss rest of the option in Koha. But may I request all of you, if you have any query, so I will try to get it, means answer it. I am getting one question from Soumya Ranjan Samantha. The question is that Mark edit download problems arise on Ubuntu and Windows 7. Kindly tell me how I download it. See, there is no issue of Soumya Ranjan. There is no issue of downloading. You can very well download it. Please check your net connection, or you download it from some other computer. It will allow you to download. I never faced, and especially I will not suggest you to do it in Ubuntu, because you may face problem in Ubuntu in handling it. Better you do all the data migration work in Windows system, and it will easily allow you to manage your window, means mark conversion of the data. Uh, Another question is from Ranjan Kanwal. One more, how check out all books? I didn't get your question, but I assume that you're asking that how you can generate the report of all the checkout books. So I request you to please see your the report, means Koha report library, and copy the syntax for circulation and generate the report. And one more thing I would like to tell all of you, that those who are not having the access to Koha at home or in laptop or desktop, so they can go to Google and just type Koha demo. You will find the list of all the demo version of Koha available in the Koha community website. You choose the demo version of Bywater, and you can practice Koha there without any problem, because they update Koha and they erase all old data every day. So you need not worry about anything. You simply practice there. Okay, so next question is, uh, can we get the video of this workshop? Yes, Ms. Patil, Rasri Prakash Patil. Yeah, we will be sharing the video, and the link which you have accessed, this link will remain as it is. You can see this through this link. You can see the video later also, so nothing to worry. And one more question. Yesterday's session video, we will be sharing it today or by tomorrow morning. So nothing to worry. Please do not worry about the video and the content. I request all of you to please just go through Koha, whatever the discussion have taken place in these 2 days. All of you please spend time and make sure that you are practicing well to have a better understanding of Koha. And tomorrow please come with ready question if you have any, so that we can discuss them before we start the session. So I thank you all for joining the session, and wish you all a very happy evening. All of you please take care. Good night to all. Good night to everyone. See you tomorrow by 8:30. Once again, thank you, everyone.